Okay, here's another tasty challenge. Find the equation of this particular quadratic. You're given some key features of the graph. Notice it's concave down, as opposed to concave up. So that gives us a bit of information about it. And let's just go ahead and look at our step-by-step here. The first one is choose the best model. Now we're given two models here, this model and this model. So the one on the right, this guy here is the vertex form. And this guy is the zeros or the factored form. Okay, this will be very useful if we knew what the zeros or the roots are. And sure enough, there we have it. We have the roots here and the roots here. So this is definitely the one we choose because it matches the bits of information we're given in the graph up here. So now let's have a little look. Option number 2, write out the model and then use some of the coordinates to help. All right then, so let's try that. So if I go in green, I'm going to write out the model. The model is y equals a. I don't know what a is, but I do know what m and n are. X and x, and now we just take these numbers and we just reverse the sign. That's plus 1.5. We take the 3 here and we reverse the sign, minus 3. Because we've done 1 and we've done 2. And so now we're just left to find part 3. And part 3, if we read it, it says use the remaining coordinates to find a. Well, we have used this coordinate and this coordinate. That helps us find the m and the n here. So we're left to use this coordinate, one other point of the graph, to help us find the missing value a. So let's go and write that down. So the coordinate we're going to use is 0, 4.5. Now 0, 4.5, this is the x coordinate and this is the y coordinate, and so we are going to feed those into our model in place of the x and y. So let's go ahead and substitute in for x. Instead of x, we have 0. Okay, and instead of y, you can see we have 4.5. Okay, now we have to go and solve this equation and find the value of a. So just to remind you that the x coordinate of 0 was substituted in place of the x, and the y coordinate of 4.5 was substituted in place of the y. So you can see the 4.5 is here, and the 0 for x is here and here. So let's go ahead and try and solve this. So we'll leave the 4.5 where it is, we'll leave the a where it is, but now we'll just work out the answers to inside the brackets. And so the first one here is 0 plus 1.5, and the answer there is, well, it's just 1.5, right? Now the next bracket is also quite easy. 0 subtract 3, and that is negative 3. And now because it's bracket side by side with a bracket, can you see bracket, bracket? That means we multiply them together. And 3 times 1.5, but there's a negative. The answer there will be negative 4.5. We times the answer by a, and we get 4.5. And then finally, to solve, we divide both sides by negative 4.5. Divide by negative 4.5. And when doing that in your calculator, you get a equals to negative 1. Now that's good, right? A is negative 1 because we said that this was concave down, and we get concave down if we have a negative value of a. So this seems to fit together. So let's write out the final equation. The final equation, y equals negative 1, bracket, x plus 1.5, close bracket, x plus 3. So there's the final equation, and that is highlighted here. Y equals negative 1, x plus 1.5, x plus 3. And of course you can delete the 1 and just have it as negative x plus 1.5 times by x plus 3. We know that negative here means negative 1.